Ethel Kennedy has died. The family says the widow of Robert F. Kennedy suffered a stroke last week and was getting treatment when she passed on.
NBC's Dan Shinneman looks back at her life and legacy.
Ethel Kennedy was the wife of Robert Kennedy and played a key role in a political dynasty. Born Ethel Skakel, she met Bobby Kennedy on a ski trip in 1945. They were married 5 years later and soon started a family. The family kept growing. The couple had 7 boys and 4 girls. She was by her husband's side when he ran John Kennedy's campaign for president in 1960 and consoled her husband when his brother was assassinated 3 years later. She loved the political life and supported her husband as he carved out his own political identity.
There was such excitement and such a feeling that so much had to be done, but it could be done, and he'd get it done.
It was in 1968 when Bobby Kennedy made his own run for the White House. The campaign was passionate and at times frantic. Ethel was with him in Los Angeles when he celebrated a win in California.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there. Thank you very much.
Only to be gunned down moments later. She mourned, and the nation mourned with her. She rarely discussed her husband's death.
There's the difficult part, but then there's also the wonderful part, you know, to remember what he stood for.
In the years that followed the assassination, Ethel Kennedy dedicated herself to her children and grandchildren. She also carried on her husband's commitment to human rights.
But he brought us all along with his enthusiasm and his love of life and his curiosity, and he made everybody feel a part of this battle.
In 2014, President Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Dan Shinneman, NBC News.
I remember seeing pictures of her skiing here. She would come to Colorado, and yeah, she's very athletic. Skiing in Aspen, and sadly she lost a son who died at Aspen skiing into a tree, her son Michael, back in 1997. So, but the Kennedy family dealt with so much public tragedy, you know, with the death of her husband and her brother-in-law. So it's quite a life to live to be 96 with a family where so many died so young.